Yo, what's good? What's good? Yes, I'm back. When this thing ain't over, y'all thought it was over. It ain't over. Okay, we here. The Men Like Us podcast continues. Continues on. So, thank you to everybody who's tuning in over podcast platforms. Thank you to everybody watching on the video platforms. Definitely appreciate your loyalty to the brand, even though I've kind of been incognito for a little bit. I go live. I do the shows when I feel like I got something to say. Today, I feel like I got something to say. So, I'm gonna speak that shit, and we gonna have some fun, and we're gonna have some good conversation. So, y'all know what it is already. You already know what it is. You got to give me a little bit to share the stream, because it takes a little bit. It takes a little bit to share the stream. So give me 1 second. And germinate this stream out there to the peoples. To the peoples. The peoples. But yeah, I've been missing for a minute, and I will explain where I've been and all that if I could recall. Hey. Give me one. Let me get it. Let me get one more sharing. Okay, let's see here. Which that one? That one. Okay, that one. Huh. Hmm. Anywho, so yes, let me reset the show because I know I done did my tomfoolery once again. Yes, welcome to the Men Like Us podcast. It is a podcast aimed at men who are attracted to trans women, whether they be DL or not. If you are a man, you are attracted to transgender women, this is the show for you. The show is for you. The show is made by people like you. So, this is a men's space. We speak it how we see it. And, if you have a difference of opinion, by all means, share it in the comments. And we will get to the comments as the show goes on. And, if you have a difference of opinion still, ain't nothing I can do for you. We ain't going to agree on everything, but we can all agree to move in love and respect. So, which is what people are choosing not to do on my on one of my videos. But before I get into that, let me bring my main man Trell in. What's going on, bro?
Yo.
Hey, man. So thanks for coming back, bro.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
It's been a while.
Yeah, for sure. So what I was talking about earlier was there was a video on my YouTube channel. So I got a video on my YouTube channel, and I forget the name of it. I think it's called let's see, all I gotta do is look at my notifications, and it's right friggin' there. It's called Straight Men Date Transgender Women. And that video is blowing up on YouTube, and all of the haters are in there. All of the haters are in there. There are so many people that do not agree that straight men date transgender women. And all I can say is, if you're a fan of the show, find that video on YouTube and do battle. Trust me, I've been deleting comments, blocking people. I've been letting folks fight it out in the comments. But it's like, there are very few pieces of media that go beyond this little corner of the universe that we find ourselves in with this trans-attracted, transgender live streams, content creation. And this one is definitely going out there. I don't know who's sharing it, but it went out there and people just laid siege when I was getting all of these notifications. But I do appreciate the sisters that was in there in the comments with me, setting these people straight on their BS and a bigotry. I fucks with you on that. I really do. So, but yeah, shoots. Oh, hold on, my boy calling me right now. I have to hit him back. So yeah, it's the end of the year. I've been off the airways for a couple months, y'all. Look, I've just been living my life. Life been busy.
As you should.
I've been enjoying some football games. Been doing some traveling. I don't know where the hell. Oh yeah, well, I've been up and around the country a little bit, just living my best life. So, yeah, that's all that's been up with me. Ain't nothing really changed out here. Still in Houston, loving the hell out of Houston. I do wish the heat would turn off though. We got a high of 91 today. We got another one tomorrow. Man, it's killing me. It ain't killing me, but it's like I do a lot of college football tailgating, and I don't want to be roasted in on 91 degree. Like, just give me 81, I'll be good.
Man, listen, it's 61 degrees here, and it's gonna be 64 tomorrow.
Ouch.
And rain. So.
Oh yeah, people will be dressed up like it was full winter in Texas over there.
If I was, I wouldn't complain so much.
Fair enough.
I wish I had your weather.
Yeah, hey, Texas is always here, always ready, and it's affordable too. But look, y'all see the title of the show. Y'all know what we talking about. Y'all know what it's gonna be. It's gonna be. We talk about DMN once again. Wait, hold on now. Oh yeah. Oh shoot. All right, people up in here. Hey, Alexandra. Yeah. What's going on? What's up, Courtney? I hope you're feeling better. I know you're recuperating and all that stuff. So, and you haven't caught one of the lives in a while because we haven't been doing them. I've just been chilling, not really chilling, but I've been moving and grooving. So, all over the country. But yeah, I see the title. The show is titled "The Futility of the DL Lifestyle," and what led me to give it that title was I was just talking to one of my friends, and she was sharing this story with me, and obviously I talked with her before I did the show to make sure it was okay with her that I had this conversation and share one of her stories. But my friend, a dope chick, good people through and through. But she hasn't had the best luck with men, like so many other women don't. But she's been dealing with this guy. So there's what we'll call him Tyrone, for lack of a better name.
And
so Tyrone. Yeah, right. Good movie. Yeah.
A lot of clones.
It's a lot of dudes like this out there. So my friend, she's been involved with this guy on and off for 8 years. And in the off time, she has had whole ass relationships, and then end up right back with this dude. They even moved to different states, and he ended up flying out to see her and all this other stuff. And I'm just saying, they've been involved. They've been engaged with each other on and off for about 8 years. They never moved to being in a relationship because he's DL. This guy is DL. During the time they've known each other, been involved with each other. He's been in his own relationships. He's been dating women with kids, trying to be stepdaddy, taking the kids to Disney World, doing all these, taking the cis women all over the place, doing these trips. And, they both find themselves single yet again. So here she go, flying out to his city just to go hang out with friends. And he's like super insistent on them getting together and hanging out and X, Y, and Z. And she was just like, look, I'm trying to move on. No, I don't want to be doing this kind of stuff anymore. It's been 8 years. And in that 8 years, she's actually made the requirement like, look, I'm going to need you to stop being DL. If we're going to be anything going forward, you're going to have to do better than what you're doing right now. So she set the bar, which is great. He has not met that standard at all. And he keeps pushing, interact with her still. But the issue is, they were arguing or talking, whatever. And he was just like, look, it's like, you just get me so frustrated when you reject me and this, and this. And, when I get frustrated, I'm like you anger me and essentially like she elicits reactions out of him that nobody else elicits. Like she touches him and affects him so deeply in a way that nobody else has ever affected him in his romantic life. Ever. So I'm listening to that and I'm like, okay, well, dang, that's like, you do realize like that means you're special to him. He may not realize it, but you're a special one. And let's be real. There's no way you can have sex with somebody for 8 years, on and off, not 8 years straight. But you can't have sex with somebody over 8 years without having that person affect your spirit, your soul, your whatever. Like, I'm sorry, but I believe I believe there is a spiritual aspect to sex. And when you mix when you mix your body and your soul with somebody like that for so long, you don't walk away unscathed. You just don't walk away the same. You're going to have a little bit of them on you. They're going to affect you in a certain kind of way. But what I found interesting about the situation was like, wow, this dude doesn't understand that this girl is a part of him and that he actually really likes her and that she's somebody who's really special to him. And I was just like, I was sitting there thinking, like, man, if this man wasn't DL, if he wasn't DL, he could have a conversation with somebody and have somebody help him see, hey, man, oh, really? She does that to you? Bro, she's special. Oh my goodness. Get off my stream, Tracy. But yeah, it's just one of those situations like, man, this dude really feels a certain special way about this girl, and he can't even talk to somebody to help him see that shit. Like, because he's DL, because he's not moving on, he can't talk about it. He's all alone. He has to deal with it on his own. And let's be real, self-therapy don't work. You need friends and other people to help you see things that you can't see sometimes. And it's just like, in this way, him being DL just made shit harder for himself. Like, you just made it harder for you to realize this girl is the one for you. Really, that's the long and short of it. Like, you can't, right. You're not turning that corner. You're robbing yourself of a possible relationship that could be very fulfilling and be exactly what you need. But because you didn't take that step, things in the universe just won't line up in a way that'll put you in a place where you're actually happy, which is sad. And that's why it's just like, in some ways, being DL, just you make it harder on yourself. You're trying to have relationships with these girls. You're trying to do X, Y, and Z, but you DL. And being DL, and a lot of men who are DL, that leaves them in a state of arrested development where they can't confront and deal with certain issues and certain things and move in a certain way. Like, you're done. You will always be in this same state of rinse and repeat. You get with a girl and the relationship gets only up to a certain level, but then once it gets up to a certain level, you got to go. He's cutting it off and he's going to start over with somebody new. And man, I really want something to work out, but it'll never work out because you can't get past that level. And the women that you date, they're just going to end up heartbroken at the end of the day. Whether it's, oh man, I really want you to be my girl and this and this, but I don't know how to tell my family so, and I'm not ready to confront awkward questions about when are we having a baby, or I don't even know, but it's just I'm sorry, I don't have all the knowledge in the world, but it's just like I just feel like there's I feel like people are missing out, and I feel like you could live a better life if you dealt with yourself and owned up to who and what you are, which is a man that is attracted to, in love with, whatever, with the woman who's transgender, and you have to put yourself in a situation where you don't care who knows, instead of being afraid about who knows. So I don't know, man. Trail, take it away, man. It's crazy. I know you be dealing with these dudes trying to help them out
on a regular. There's so many dudes I tried to help out, but I couldn't because they didn't want to come out. And I'm just like, yo, go ahead, man. I can't really rock with you like I really want to rock with you because I'm open and I'm everywhere and everybody knows me. So I'm just like, I mean, you get caught up in that and feel some type of way. You can't be around me then if you want to be DL. That's your business. I got a dude right now that want to hang out with me everywhere. We be going everywhere. But homeboy is DL, and I found out because a few things I watched. I looked at him. I said, "Oh shit, he fuck around BDL." Now, I mean, I don't want to get into full detail what he be doing, but it's just like, yo, it's great. I be just peeping it because I've been in this life since I was 19.
Yeah.
So I see the dudes. I saw everybody that came and went. I saw it already. I seen it all. So it's bugged out, but these dudes gotta understand, dude. If that's what you're into and that's what's good for you, go for it. Why are you fighting it? You only got one life to live. Why not live that life with someone that you love and get you and want to be with them? Why you want to jeopardize that because of your reputation? Yo, your reputation don't mean shit if you ain't happy. Let's keep it real. It don't mean shit at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Me, I never gave a fuck because I'm like, if you gonna rock with me, if not, fucking, I don't care. But yeah.
Hey, you know what? People say the same thing about money. Is like, yo, you can have all that shit, but if you ain't happy, it don't matter.
Right. Not happy.
If you're not living your life authentically, shit don't matter. Because at the end of the day, this is your life, but you living your life to make other people happy. You living your life for your family, for your friends, for whoever else you feel won't approve of you or of it. And it's just, I can't. I mean, I'm sorry, I can't do that. I had enough of doing that. I did that. And that's every man on my show has spent some point in his life. A lot of not every man, most of the brothers on the show has spent some point of his adult life trying to keep it a secret, trying to hide, or even dealing with the girls, but in a way where it was ultimately never going to go anywhere. It was like, yeah, I'll deal with you. You're attractive. You're beautiful. I'll tell you, oh my goodness, you're beautiful. You're this, you're that, you're that. But at the end of the day, this can never be real. This can never be real in the way that it can be with a cis woman, because I can't live this life, because I can't handle being judged or, having family members see me a certain way, which, I think that's part of being a man is, forging your own path.
Right.
And that's part of growing up and coming into your own manhood.
Yeah, that's how I look at it.
And I'm not going to lie. That's one of the things I respect about a lot of the trans women that I know, where, they were fearless. They forged their own path. Society told them, hey, nah, this ain't right, this whatever. Like, there was discouragement, disrespect everywhere, but these people blazed their own path and went through that period of being, the social pariah in a sense. I'm not saying everybody's a social pariah right now. I'm just recognizing that there are people at some stages of their journey who have been seen as that, with family members who didn't agree, who didn't want to see it that way, with whatever, with friends, all that junk.
Right.
But yeah, it's just. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. What?
I like what Micaiah said right here. I don't respect DL men at all. Hey, and I mean, as a woman, I have to agree with her. But some like me as a man, I can't. It's but so much I could say or do. It's just me. I just can't. I just can't be around you.
But here's the thing, though.
That's what I be around like that.
I am not going to say all DL men are evil and they are the worst people in the world. What I am saying is I understand that a lot of men who are DL need help and they need development and they need to grow into the person into the best version of themselves. The best version of themselves understands and accepts who and what they are and lives in that shit and stands on it. So, I don't want to be like, oh, they're all bad. Yes, some are bad. And some guys who aren't DL are still bad. They just don't hide it. Like it spreads all around. But, I will say that if you are a man who is hiding your girlfriend from the world, or you're running away from the fact that she's trans, and you're afraid anybody's going to find out about it, what I can tell you is you're not doing the best by that girl that you can. She deserves better, and she deserves the best version of you who fully accepts and loves her through and through. Not as a woman, but you fully accept and love her as a trans woman as well. Because those people try to disassociate and disconnect those things. Oh no, she's a woman, and that's it. And I don't care. Yeah, she's a woman. She's a woman. But can you accept her transness and her life experience and her journey, the full scope of it?
Right. You gotta respect her full circle all the way around.
Yeah, absolutely. So I don't want DL men or men who are struggling or who are on a certain part of their journey looking at us like, oh, see, they just demonizing us. Fuck them, this, and this. Look, I get it. I've been there. I have been there. And a lot of the guys who have been on the show have been there at one point in their lives. And I understand being DL doesn't make you an awful person. But I can't say, lying, misleading people. It's not. You're not a good person if you do those things.
Right.
If you get somebody's hopes up and you're disingenuous about your efforts, you tell them one thing, but it's really not about that. You're just dealing with them until you had your fill. Like, yeah, you're a bad person. But there are DL guys out there who they're not doing women wrong, and they're not lying to women. They're not lying to anybody. They're just struggling with themselves, just trying to figure this shit out. So, I did want to separate that because I'm not here to demonize every single DL man on the planet. But what I am here to do, as always, is to challenge them to be better and challenge them to get to a point where they're comfortable enough with not caring about who knows. Because once you get to that point, ain't nothing going to stop you from getting what you want. You will find that happiness in your life. And life is just a lot more stress-free. I will say there is a little bit of a euphoria because men aren't exactly liberated, especially in our sexuality in this society. So once you are liberated in a sense, you're just like, wow, this feels great. I can just be myself. I don't have to perform. I don't have to manicure my rep or anything like that. It can be a bit of a euphoric experience. But, that's just me in that. But, bro, did you have anything else to say on this story? I know I kind of ran through the story haphazardly, y'all. I didn't exactly have a script ready for it. I just wanted to tell it and really point out. My friend told me the situation, and I was like, wow, this dude could actually be happy with this girl. He really likes this girl. And he'll never realize how he really feels about this girl because he's DL. There's nothing in his life. There's no support. There's no help. He's just by himself. Maybe he'll realize it when he's old and gray, or more gray than this, in his 50s, 60s. Maybe he'll realize it then, but, time waits for no one. Oh, it will be too late. It will be too late. So,
Right.
you know,
Yeah.
he'll just be another dude who just waited too late to grow up,
Right. And
which
that'd
is
be
sad.
sad too. I
It
think
do
that'd be
be.
real sad. I'll be saying I be saying to dudes, but like I always say, man, man, YOLO, that's a real statement. Like, yo, you only live once.
Yes,
Why not
that is true.
experience something that's good? That seems worrying about the opinions of everyone else that don't even matter at the end of the day. If you as a
Hmm.
man pay your own bills, pay your rent, do all of that, make your own moves, why are you worrying about what other people say? Like I said, now, right now, at this stage of my life, all I want is a girl to chill with every day. That's all I care about. I don't give a fuck
Oh,
about
okay.
hanging out with the fellas, hanging out doing. I do that. I do that. Yeah, I still do that. But dude, I could chill with my girl every day and bug out with her. That's
Man,
right.
I'm gonna tell you something else, bro, because that reminded me of another thing. Yo, a lot of people don't know the difference between companionship and relationship. They don't
Right.
know the difference.
Right.
That'd be, oh, I just want somebody X, Y, and Z. And I mean, you can have companionship. I
Right.
mean, you can accomplish that pretty easily if you DL too.
Right.
But then that relation, it's just a whole different bear. I'm just telling y'all, people need to understand the difference. Okay. But we ain't here to get into all that relationship talk. I do want to kind of go in that direction for some of these shows because, you know, like the men that watch the show and then even some of the women that watch the show, like there's a lot of folks with just a small, like they don't have the most relationship experience in the world, or the kinds of relationship conversations that they're having are the shitty ones on all those other podcasts where,
Mm.
you know, it's the should the man pay for the first date, that kind of stuff. Oh yeah, that's stupid shit, that dumb stuff. So, you know, I do want to start having some more higher level conversations about that stuff, but you know, maybe we'll find the perfect show for that another day. But I did want to hit this story out of Albuquerque, New Mexico. So,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. So in Albuquerque, New Mexico, a man, I have to say he's accused, or else, you know, I don't know, I could get sued or something. But yes, a man is accused of beating a transgender woman. Um, well, until she was unalived. How's about that? There's certain words you can't say on YouTube. It's weird. Um, but yes, this man, he unalived this woman and dumped her body in a drainage tunnel after she threatened to out him to his wife. So they were having a secret relationship, and yeah, I'm not gonna lie, just a full transparency. He alleges that she extorted him. Essentially, she threatened to tell his wife if he didn't give her $5,000. So obviously, in order to make sure his wife didn't find out, he killed her.
Wow.
And you know, we just got done talking about DL man this, DL man that, but you know, it's while all DL men aren't awful bad people, a lot of these dudes are dangerous. A lot of these dudes are dangerous in ways they don't even know they're dangerous. Mostly because what is wrong with this damn? Excuse my language. Oh, what's wrong with this thing? What's it not going? Sorry, the background just wigged down on me. But essentially, yeah, all these DL men aren't like, not everybody is awful, because saying everybody is awful is just dumb. But it's one of those situations where they can be very dangerous. And the extents that men will go to protect their sense of manhood, their societal standing as a straight man, the privilege that comes with that in society in general, a lot of them will go to great lengths to protect that and will murder trans women. So, it's just one of those situations, everybody around us knows somebody that's been killed, beaten up, whatever else. Like, it's not safe. So, you will never hear me say, or you will never hear me push any of my female friends to date a man who's DL, or specifically deal with a man who's DL. I understand the numbers are not in your favor in that respect, ladies. I understand that, but I would never advise it. It's just the risk of danger, the risk of bodily harm is just too high. I would never do it. Go ahead, bro. Trey, we can't hear you. We can't hear you. Nah, nothing's coming through. No, we can't hear you, bro. Yeah, just drop off and come back. Yeah, just drop off and come back. Yeah, we'll jump in the comments real quick. So Courtney says that's true. Even guys who don't see themselves as killers could flip a switch when backed up into a corner. Absolutely. And that's all I'm saying. A lot of these situations are unpredictable, and we still can't hear you, Trail. You gotta leave the stream and come back. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, that's really what it is. Is you never know. It's the risk of the unknown, and it's kind of like, I know people say, I get it. Pit bulls can be a safe breed, but it's still like that. Okay, you're dealing with these wild animals, and some of these wild animals can be really dangerous, And let's be real, Steve Irwin found that out the hard way. Yeah, keep playing with them wild animals if you want to. They may jump out and kill your ass, and that ain't gonna be pretty. That's not what anybody wants. Don't nobody want to see that.
You hear me now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I like what Courtney said.
Yeah. What you had to say, bro? Cordy want to know what you had to say.
Oh, I said, like, I like what Micaiah said. She said she don't respect DL men at all. That means she don't mess with them at all. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Like, if I was to say, ladies, stop messing with DL men, I would look like a hater. Because I'm telling them, yo, don't mess with them. Mess with guys like me and everything like that. And it's not even the case. All I'm saying is, save yourself from all of that nonsense. Don't mess with them at all. Like, yo, if you can't be seen with me out in public or be with me out in the open, I can't be with you at all. You don't deserve me in the behind closed doors. And it's just real talk. But I mean, a lot, and ladies, I do get it. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I don't get it. Like I said, I've been around this since I was about 19. Dude, I understand. Some of these guys be y'all type. These guys be y'all type. So y'all already, want to be with them and want to take a chance with them. But the how you say, the outcome is not always good. It's not.
No,
always
it isn't.
Good. So you gotta really like. Oh man, I don't know. You just.
Well, let's be real, bro. People need to admit a lot of times that their type is toxic as fuck.
Right.
And a lot of times your type is not good for you. And when you date your type, fucked up shit happens. And a lot of times that's what it is. And I say that from the experience of men who, Trey, we got guys in the group who share their experiences all the time. Okay, a young guy, you had this experience with this girl. Yeah, she was my type. She's beautiful. To this, and this. But turns out she was a drug addict, or turns out she was on the hot sheets, or she couldn't stop cheating. She couldn't keep it in her pants and stop cheating on me. Like, you just end up with a lot of fucked up situations sometimes when you're focused so hard on some toxic traits and overly focused on outward aesthetics and just other shit that don't really matter, Like, you be focused on the wrong things. But, I do understand that a lot of that has to do with just growing up. People grow out of that shit sometimes. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But a lot of people do grow the fuck up. whether it's because you just got hurt enough by the same kind of person and you're like, all right, I got to switch something up. Or, you just learn better without having the bad experience. But I want to address this comment because it's been sitting there for a minute. And Knowledge Lender, we are not ducking you or anything like that. Knowledge Lender on YouTube says, stop using the term DL. It demonizes black male sexuality. Sexuality is fluid. Most men don't have a queer identity. It's hard. Preaching to the choir here. Thanks for coming to the show. But, really, I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure out how to say this. But either way, I'll just go with the Family Guy reference. You know what grinds my gears is when people get hung up on words.
Right.
And they don't, stop using the term DL. Well, so.
Well, other terms
if it's well, I mean, even if we use another word, we're still talking about the same thing.
Right, it's still the same thing.
So, it's like, oh, the word chaser. All right, well, whatever. We'll switch the word to something else. Like, what was that? It was, I forget what, I don't even know what play it was, but I know I learned a lesson. A rose by any other name would smell as sweet. So it ain't about the name, it's about what it is. And we're talking about this phenomenon of men, not specifically black men, because this ain't specifically a black show. There's a black man that runs the show. But this phenomenon of men in general running away from really dealing with themselves, running scared, racked with fear about judgment, and feeling shame about liking transgender women. So I mean, there's something that obviously has to be done about it. The world would be a better place if men didn't feel this way, if men weren't racked with fear surrounding their own sexuality. The world would be a better place, and more trans women would be alive today. So it's something that needs to be addressed because life is being lost. And even if life wasn't being lost, lives are being ruined and people are being hurt. People are being traumatized.
And their lives are being taken.
There's that too. But even without the death, you still got all that trauma that's being left all across this community, a community of individuals that a lot of people don't give a fuck about. Excuse me. No, excuse my language. My show, I don't give a fuck. But, a lot of people don't care about. And it's like, have some humanity. These people are worthy of your respect and equal treatment as humans.
They're human too. I say that all the time. Stop. I don't understand how y'all look at them any kind of way, and why is this such a big issue still? They are fucking human. Pardon my language, but they are human. At the end of the day. At the end of the day, this is humanity. We gotta stop treating each other like this, regardless of what.
And I mean, all of that is fear-based and religion-based and whatever other based, but this whole DL phenomenon, you can call it whatever you want to, this phenomenon of men who are treating women poorly and hurting women in the community because they're afraid for anybody to find out or whatever. That's a bad thing. It needs to be talked about, it needs to be addressed, and it needs to be addressed by men. We need to be talking about this shit. We need to be encouraging or discouraging certain negative behaviors as men.
I try all the time.
It shouldn't be women taking up the mantle to rein in these guys that are hurting women across the community. Now, I mean, that's just the first sentence there. Now, it demonizes black male sexuality. I don't think it does because we're talking about poor, bad behaviors. But I do understand that black male sexuality is something that needs to be set loose. But we live in a society that restricts black male sexuality because of the toxic way that the black community as a whole views manhood and masculinity, whether it's through our popular media or whatever, our religion, all of that. I mean, it's pretty easy to tell. You spend enough time around black folks, you understand when they say, oh, he's a good black man, or you need to be a good black man. A good black man is a straight black man. There is no room in the definition of being a good black man for being anything other than a black man who is cisgendered, who dates only cisgender women. So,
and that's
like, it is fucked up. It is fucked up. This show was not demonizing black male sexuality. We're here to set that shit free. We're here to set men free so that they can go live their best life and live in their truth. And I understand sexuality is fluid. It is fluid. I agree with that statement. There may be some people watching the show who don't agree, but I'm gonna just tell y'all, I do agree. Sexuality is fluid. This whole, straight, gay, and if you're past this line, you're all this or 100% that. Sexuality is fluid. People do what they do. They like what they like, and it just is what it is. Like, it's just the way that we silo it is really it's detrimental to the progress of society, and also detrimental to the liberation of male masculinity or male sexuality, specifically black male sexuality in this country, since we're going to talk about black men. But most men don't have a queer identity. I don't have a queer identity at all. I don't identify with queer culture, or I'm not voguing, or I don't watch a T.S. Madison or whatever the fuck. Like whatever the fuck people count as queer culture, that ain't.
Yeah, I don't really watch nothing that's.
Nah, I'm not at ballroom. I ain't at. I might volunteer for LGBTQ or a trans organization,
right,
as a part of my allyship or whatever else. Like, yeah, I'm giving back to the community. I'm showing up in ways that other people don't show up, or I'm helping to make sure that life is easier for people in this oppressed community. People don't know what I've been doing. I've been making moves behind the scenes. I've been making moves behind the scenes that affect government, U.S. government, federal policy. Y'all don't even know that shit. Y'all don't even know that junk. Because I ain't been shopping. I haven't been promoting it super heavy or hard. But I've been in the mix. And obviously we need more men in the mix. But yes, being a man is hard because of the things that society says that you should have to live up to. And it isn't just society. A lot of times it could be our own women. It could be our mom or our girlfriends or our wives that say, well, hey, my man, he got to be like this. Because my man ain't no real man if he ain't like this. Which is, it kind of irks me when women say, be a real man or be a good man or be a this. Because I don't specifically run around saying be a real woman or be a good woman.
Right.
Like,
and no. Women that talk and think like that, they don't even be good.
Nah. I mean, really, it's just a lot of times they disagree with you. In fact, I've been told I need to be a good transamorous man, like some other person they were talking about, which I'm like, yeah, okay. You don't get to dictate what a good transamorous man is, and I don't get to dictate what a good trans woman is. Because I'm not one. That ain't my business to be telling you what a good trans woman. Be a good trans woman. Be a good woman. The fuck do I know about being a woman? I know nothing about being a woman. The fuck?
I was told that too. So, you be a trans man, you should be doing. I'm like, whoa.
Nah.
You're not gonna tell me what I should be doing. Nobody's gonna tell me what I should be doing. I'm doing me.
Exactly.
Self-preservation is the number one rule in life. And that's what I'm worried about. Me.
For sure.
Because at the end of the day, who's gonna be in that casket? Me.
Yep.
You understand me? Me. Who gonna be on that deathbed? Me.
Mm-hmm.
Don't tell me what to do.
And guess what else? You're gonna be the one on your deathbed filled with regret because you didn't live for you. You were living you were holding back your life to make other people proud of you and win their approval. When at the end of the day, that shit don't matter. It don't matter.
I agree, Courtney. What is a good transamorous?
Oh my God. A good transamorous man is a transamorous man who shuts the fuck up, knows his place, and lets women do all the talking for him.
Oh yeah.
That's essentially what that person was getting at.
And send money every time they need it.
God, no.
Oh, I need money for this. I need money for that.
Elgin, what up, boy?
You know how many girls blocked me over the summer? Oh man, because I said fuck off. Because I got
Yeah,
mad and said fuck off.
I just blocked somebody. I guess who, let's just say, is popular. I just got rid of them yesterday. I'm like, I don't deal with the low vibrational shit. I'm done. Tamara Williams, are you gentlemen in relationships? I could say that I am currently in one. Yes. But I what I can also say is every single guy, you look back over this show, the three plus years this show's been going, every single man who has come onto this show has been in a relationship with a trans woman at one point or another. Some of them are married. Some of them are married. Some of them are dating right now. Some of them may not be dating right now, but they have relationship experience. And not relationship experience where like, all right, we only go to dates in my apartment. I can't take you out over here. I can't take you out over there. No, you can't meet my family. No, real relationships. Real ones.
Like I said, me personally, I'm currently single. But my ex, who I was in a relationship before, met my family. Was always around. All the events, we was all there together. We was out and about together everywhere. So yeah.
Yeah. And you didn't even hesitate. You were like, hey, yo, that's the homie Chris. Like, all right, what's up?
Right. When I first linked with you, I came out to see you.
Yep.
Like, you know what I mean? Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, no, Courtney, that's I'm not gonna lie, that's a real reason why the show's gotten the hate that it's gotten. Because, while there are a lot of individuals who have been trans for, a few decades, couple decades, essentially there are women who have been trans long enough to understand that, there was a time where men weren't talking publicly about this shit. There was a time where the trade wouldn't be talking like this. I'm just quoting somebody specifically who was seen as an elder in some circles. But yeah, I mean, there are just women who appreciate the fact that men are speaking up, even if they don't agree with everything that comes out of my mouth or Trill's mouth or any of the other guys' mouth. They could disagree with us all day, but they're just happy that we're stepping up and that we're out here, owning it and trying to help other people live in their truth, trying to help other men do the work on themselves.
Right.
So, there are women who do appreciate this and the concept of it and all that stuff. And then there are some people who just ain't ready for it. Whether, they still got some stuff to work out themselves, I've definitely seen some girls who have some real deep scars, from men and are just triggered by men in general. And they're like, this ain't the show for you. And this is something that's definitely going to disturb you because you genuinely don't like men because of what has happened in your life.
In the past, yeah.
Yeah, I understand it. It happens.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that particular girl did not want to hear anybody talking, or at least they didn't want to hear me say anything that they wouldn't say, which, I have to be honest. I've had some guys on my podcast. Well, they've only been on here once. It's been 3 years. It'd be hard to find out. But I've had some dudes who was only on here once because I'm like, oh, you just got up here to say all the stuff that you think the girls want to hear so you can, okay, yeah, now you got to.
Oh, they were trying to get one of the girls in the inbox.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, nah, we're not doing that, dude.
Fishing. That's what they was doing.
Nah.
Trying to get them on the hook.
For real.
Nah, dude.
For real. Hey, when the show first started, the girls would be like, oh, yeah, hey, can I get, can you put me in contact with this guy? Oh, I think he's cute. This, like, they was going down on the dudes, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not doing this because the show isn't here for people to hook up.
Right.
We're here to help guys and create a platform for men to watch and feel like they're watching somebody and listening to somebody they can relate to. So I had to get rid of that junk, man. Couldn't do it. It says not the hookup hotline. No, go to transgenderdate.com or the Tammy app or whatever. If that's what you looking to hook up. Oh, let's see here. That's basically how I feel. Like, let y'all do y'all thing. If they don't like everything else, say just support and let the other types, the transgenders men, take root and sprout. Absolutely.
Right. I agree.
Oh, wow.
Agree. Yeah.
You know what?
She just said exactly how we be feeling.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, just let it be, man. I'm not gonna lie though, bro. There was a big movement. There was a lot of people upset with me when the show first started because I was the first. I was first news, but like I was unafraid to be like, yo, look, I'm gonna just give it to y'all straight. Y'all want all these straight men and this, and this. Well, straight men don't want prostitutes for wives. So either you give the shit up or you don't. But if you don't, you're most likely never gonna land that straight guy that you've always wanted. It's not gonna happen. Well, how dare you tell us that? Look, I'm just telling you what men think. I know men. I know all kinds of men.
And
one of the oh god, yeah, they talk. But one of the best things about being Greek, if you're in a frat, you encounters all different kinds of men, all different kinds of dudes from all different kinds of backgrounds. Like you know what these dudes want. They do not want that. I don't think people really realize, like in the I'll just call it the cis world. In the cis world, these dudes are not dating. A lot of my friends, a lot of guys I know who are cis men who date cis women, they're not dating prostitutes. They're not dating OnlyFans girls. Most like nobody. I legit in my entire life, I've only known 2 frat brothers who ever dated a stripper. One of them actually did marry the girl down there in Alabama.
I did. I dated 3 strippers before.
There you go. So a lot of these guys, like most guys don't want to.
Father relationship? Nah, we never got that far.
Yeah. You're not like Pretty Woman was a fantasy. That was a work of fiction. It's not real life. Even though I think on the show, I ain't gonna lie, I never seen the damn movie. I just understand the premise.
You never saw Pretty Woman?
Why? Why would I want to watch Pretty Woman?
I'm not gonna capture you. You should watch it, man.
For what?
Just
no.
Just watch it.
Wasting my time, sir.
Nah,
wasting my time.
It's a lot of things in the movie that you peep and you be like, oh shit, I see why. You gotta watch.
And you're taking away 2 hours of PlayStation time from me so I can watch Pretty fucking Woman. Are you serious right now? No.
Can't take away that time, right?
No. Call of Duty. I just bought Spider-Man 2. I just bought Spider-Man 2 and Call of Duty is always there for me when I need it.
I got mad in the 2K.
Bro, you got to get that Spider-Man, bro.
I keep hearing about Spider-Man.
See, Mike. Come on, Mike. What's up, Mike? ATL, man. Yo, we got to connect. I'm going to be in Atlanta for the Christmas season, bro. We got to connect, man. Shoots. Trailer's right. I know it's a good one. I've seen bits. I don't think I've ever seen it all the way through. I think I've seen it on TV here and there, but I don't think I've ever just sat and just said from beginning to end, I'm going to watch it all.
It's a good movie, though. I ain't gonna lie. It is. It's a good movie.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. But, man, I'm sorry, y'all. We just chilling at this point because I kind of just said what I felt like I needed to say about that situation, and I hope that brother gets it together, and I hope he gets to a place where he can get some help and actually talk to people who will uplift him and help him live his best life. Oh, hold on. Oh, hey, what's up, Natalie?
Hey, Natalie.
I prefer imperfect, trans-attracted, and transamorous men who are bringing visibility and attention to encourage men who are transamorous to stand in their truth and want to claim they queens. Absolutely. Yeah, I fucks with it. Oh, what's up? Oh, hey, Kimani, what's up? I appreciate the show, y'all. Support for trans women. The fact of the matter is we need more men like that in real life that will have the girls back when shit gets real. And yeah, I feel you on that. I do.
In real life.
I mean, we are, but I understand that you and I, and all the guys in the group I moderate three different groups at this point. And even if I took the guys from all three of those groups together, I mean, it would only equal like how many dudes in that group? Oh gosh. Oh, that'll tell me, right? Yeah. I mean, it's like around 2,000 guys, which is nothing. 2,000 is a tiny little snippet of the overall American population.
Sure is. That's
so
like
we are
that's less than 1%.
Yes, we are. In fact, I would say we are more rare than the girls are at this point.
Look, she said Pretty Woman's a good movie. I mean, it's a classic. I'm trying to tell you, Chris. You don't know what you're missing.
Yeah, the woman I'm dating is not a rom-com fanatic, thank the Lord Jesus. So I have not been forced to watch any of the rom-coms.
Bro?
Nah, she liked the scary movies and shit. We went and saw The Exorcist.
Oh, yeah.
It was all right, yeah.
That's what I don't like. I don't do scary movies. I don't do horror movies at all.
Oh, this girl likes the scary movies, and she likes to, you know, those parents that like to scare the kids and do the fucked up shit to the kids on the internet and shit. She one of them. Yes. but ain't no kids around here, so I'm a kid. So oh yeah. Definitely more rare than the girls. Yeah, I mean I get it. So that's why when I speak on the show, I'm like, yo, y'all shouldn't be doing this, and this. I do not speak about this stuff under the illusion that it's easy to just find a guy who's out there who is a DL. I've said it's hard as fuck. And it really, and I think I've said this on the show before, the best that a lot of people are gonna get, or a lot of girls are gonna get, is a guy who isn't there yet, but is interested in the journey of getting there. Like, I'm not there yet, but let me try this out with you. I'm going to make an honest effort to get to the point where I could be open, and we're going to take this in baby steps. And you're going to have to help me deal with myself. And it sucks. It's not fair. It's a lot of hand holding from the girls that really, they should have no responsibility of doing at all. Like, they shouldn't have to be the therapist and the person that they're the main support in that way. It's not fair. I know it ain't fair. So that's the reality of the situation. Real talk. But yeah, who's this? Oh, Tracy. Oh my God. Why is this person doing this? Tracy says, explains why she dates you because you are a horror show. Ha ha ha. Tracy. If you're new to the show, Tracy likes to be funny. This is one of the people I like to play in my comments. So, yeah, I've had a few guys try that a few times when I felt strung along. It couldn't tell if it was genuine, to be honest. And I understand that.
Yeah, I get that. I get that.
It's one of those things. It's kind of like I'm sorry, I'm gonna just take this comment down for a second. I liken the experience to getting up the courage to jump off the diving board or even the high diving board. Like, okay, I'm gonna do this. Okay, I'm going up the stairs. All right, now I'm on the board and I'm edging closer to the edge. No, I can't jump off the edge. I gotta come back. I can't do this. Like it takes a lot of courage to jump off that edge, and it takes a lot of times support and good examples to make somebody feel comfortable enough to say, you know what, this is safe enough. I'm going to do it. And once you do it, you love jumping off the board. Oh man, this is great. This is exactly what I love to do. But it's like the fear to doing this, like, oh fuck.
Man,
now it don't feel good all the time because you will belly flop and splat on the water, but you're gonna get back up on that board and keep jumping. It may hurt. There may be some relationships that are ruffled. It happens.
Man, I went to the diving board. I looked around. I said, what is this? I jumped off, went in. Ain't been back since. This whole time.
Oh man, I love it. I love it. I love the diving board, man.
What?
Love it. Man. I'm telling you, when I was learning how to swim at sports camp, I was super afraid of all that shit, man. I did not want to drown. Oh, okay, hold on. Wait, no. Before we skip ahead to Tracy, we're going to go to Natalie real quick. She said, men prefer women who have a low body count. Men aren't usually interested in the women who were in the sex industry life. No shame, no trans women who used or are using the sex industry to survive and transition. Well, so that whole body count thing, that's like okay, that's always been true. First off, traditionally men putting value in the chastity of their woman. No man wants to feel like they're dating a neighborhood hoe. No man ever wants to ever be made to feel like his girl has been around and has been had by all the homies. Like that's just not a good feeling. Nobody wants to feel like that. So I get that side of it. But realistically, being concerned about body count, in my mind, it's a young man's game. Like I can see a man under 25 being like, look, I want my girl to have a low body count, this, and this. I get it, but look, everybody lives lives. And you can't be talking that low body count bullshit and you in your mid-30s or in your 40s. You got a body count, she got a body count, she had a life before you, you had a life before her.
Everybody got a body count.
Yeah. Like, I get it. It is what it is. Like, it's just, I guess you just have to accept that, people live lives. We've had a life. But I do understand that is a young person's game. And that is a conversation that you see on a lot of these trash relationship podcasts or YouTube channels or TikTok channels where they talk about the girls being chased. But the girls at that table, you look at them, they 21, they 20. No, you shouldn't have 30 bodies on you at 20. I ain't gonna lie. If you were a young girl and you got 30 bodies on you at 20, I'm looking at you like you might have some mental health issues. There's something going on here. You need to go. Something ain't right, and everything ain't right upstairs. I'm saying that. Now, if you're 35 and you got 30 bodies, or 40 and got 30 bodies, well, shit, life happens. Well, I mean, who the fuck cares? So I'm just exactly. It's body count it's a young person's game. It's not for grown folks dating. And if somebody. I would question the maturity of any man, in his mid-30s and above, or even in his 30s, like running up on women talking about, your body count got to be low, or this, and this. That's stupid. Why doesn't that shit shouldn't even matter? Your body count is what it is. Like, not that the shit is exactly 1-to-1 for men and women, but Tracy is right. Meanwhile, these men have their own body counts. Absolutely, they do. They do. Tamara. Let's see here. Tamara says, I'm black. I'm 34. I'm post-op. I love men. I don't like what they've given me back in return of what I've given them. I'm aware enough to know it has something to do with my choices. However, I feel like the good men are not choosing to be good to me. Real talk. This is not an attack. Yeah, we don't feel attacked. You tell me you sharing your experience.
Right. That's your experience.
Go ahead and do it.
Your experiences.
Yeah. Body count is immature for me. I'm grown. I need respect, communication, honesty, simple. Absolutely.
I agree.
Yeah. But look, I will never feel attacked, and I don't think anybody on the show will ever take offense to a woman sharing her lived experience. Right. This is what you experience. This is what you experience.
Right.
Now, if you say, Chris, I dated you and this is what I experienced. Okay. Then we might have a conversation. But, it is what it is. But yeah, no. Real talk. The good men are not choosing to be good to you. Like, fair enough. Fair enough. And like, look, this whole dating game, relationship, finding love, this love. We all want to be loved. We all want to find that perfect love. It's like a basic human need for so many of us, and we feel like we absolutely need. But all I want to share with people is just that, please keep hope alive. Do not let any of your experiences dim your light. I would hate to see that. I would hate to see you give up. I don't ever want to see people give up on finding love or looking for love and move in defeat and negativity. I don't ever want to see that, because if you keep hope alive and you don't let any of these experiences dim your light, your inner light, like eventually you're gonna get there. You're gonna get there. So this world doesn't come without its trials and tribulations, and then also this world doesn't come without lessons. Relationships, you're gonna learn about yourself in relationships. You're gonna learn a lot more about what you're dealing with, what you're carrying around with you. Like the relationships tell you a lot about who you are. Absolutely. And these dating, even the negative dating experiences, teaches you about yourself still. There's always a lesson, something to take away from this stuff to help you understand you and accept you even more, moving on. So that's all. I'm just getting that out there, because I'll be learning. As long as those test results from the clinic come back clean, who cares about a body count? No shade. Yeah, I feel you on that. What up, Doug? I don't know why you didn't see this, bruh. I put it in a group, man. My main man, Doug. Shout out Philly. But yeah, you know what? That's and the test results and all that stuff. Like, that's that shit right there. That's just responsible dating. Real talk. I have even when I was dating strictly cis women, before I got into a relationship, I would make sure I was clean. Like if I knew we was about to, we was heading towards that point where shit might happen, I'm gonna go get looked at. I'm like, all right, hey, doc, give me the works. Give me test for everything. Let me know.
Right. Yeah, all around. Everything.
Yes, sir. Let me know. Shoots.
I still do. I go every 3 months.
Uh-oh, who is this? Tracy, why are you playing in my comments? We're not talking about that right here. Tracy said, what has your relationship taught you about who you are, Big Chris? Oh, I'm not answering that on here. So no, we're not doing that. But nice try. Oh yeah, all right. So take Doug's comment real quick. Body count is kind of a big problem, but how are you going to worry about a body count if yours is above the bar? I don't even know what the bar is. Like, who sets the bar?
I don't get into body counts.
Nah. I mean, what's the point? And I ain't gonna front. Who the fuck keeps count?
Right.
Who's keeping count? Like, God.
Keeping count. Oh, this person. Man, listen. I was like thinking about 20 years ago about what I used to do. Hell no.
I mean, I like I said, that's a young person's game. And when I was young, I used to keep count. And I got grown. I'm like, I'm not even trying to remember. I don't care. I don't know. I don't know. Is what it is. So, wait. Answer the question. So Doug said body count is kind of a big problem, but how are you going to worry about a body count if yours is above the bar? Yeah, you shouldn't be worrying about it if yours is above the bar.
Your question. He's talking about Tracy's question.
Oh. Okay, Tracy. Yes, because that CUDA will get you test. And Tracy has a chocolate bar. I guess that was for everybody to know. I'm just reading. I just work here. I'm just reading the comments. If you think, Doug says, if you're thinking about the ladies' body count, then why don't you know yours? I ain't thinking about nobody body count because I'm too old for that shit. That's some dumb shit. But and I would say it's folly for any man to be thinking about that past a certain point. So in my mind, it's just a young person's game. When you're 20, 21, all that junk, you see things differently. But it don't make any sense to think like that at 40 or 35 or 30 or whatever. It's just dumb. But yeah, I mean, men that do it, like, I don't know. I don't. They just have unrealistic expectations. Women, there was a time where men typically had more sexual experience than the women they engaged with, and that is completely turned 180 at this point. So, like, the women are the ones who have more experience than the guys now, and it's just like, but they're still sitting there like thinking that it should be the old way. I don't know. I just think it's dumb. I think it's dumb, and it. I don't understand why men would believe a girl if she said, "Hey, I only have 4 men." Like, why would you believe it? And why would you care? And why would you ask? Like, that's like asking, "Am I the biggest you've ever had?" And she's like, "Oh my God, you're the biggest I ever had." Everybody says that shit. Everybody says that shit. It's not for you to believe. It's not real. It's really weird. Yes, Alexandria, people can lie. She can say, "Yeah, I only had 4 or 5." And yes, I mean, if you're really trying to do the math, you should multiply it. But no, you should not be thinking about how many bodies your girl had. That's just dumb. Because, yeah, I don't waste time on that kind of junk. It's not, and I'm gonna be honest. I don't even want to think about. I don't want to. I would never. I would never want to spend my free time thinking about what my girl might have did before me. It's a waste of time. I don't want to. I don't care about. I don't want to think about that junk. This is not how I want to spend my free time. I want to spend my free time playing PlayStation 5, playing Call of Duty and Spider-Man 2. Thank you to my girlfriend for the PS5.
Damn, I wish I had something like that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
PS5? Oh, Lord.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Lord. That's Lord. That's a wife, God damn it.
I mean, ain't it? Ain't it?
Wife, ain't
Shit.
No
Oh, wait. Hold on a second. We'll take this last comment, then we're going to wrap this thing on up. Natalie says, I am not arguing in favor of the body count. I am just saying I feel that we live in a world where men are allowed to socially acceptable to have a higher body count than men. The unfair oh yeah, yes, men are. Yeah, I get what you're saying. The men are. You're saying that men are socially accepted. It's socially acceptable for men to have a higher body count than women. Yeah, sure. That's true. That's true because the way in which we view sexuality between the genders is still slanted towards the men. That patriarchal viewpoint is still there, where men are supposed to be, go sow your royal oats, and the women are supposed to be chaste and never be with a man until she's married. And there's still some of that lingering, and in the way that people view each gender, there's still some of that there. And I'm not here to say that that's right or anything. I'm not here to promote that. I'm just saying what is. Like, you see it in the way that people react to like Lori Harvey. If you don't know who Lori Harvey is, she's dated a few celebrities, but like, people look at her in a certain way, but they don't look at the rapper Common a certain way because he dated 3 or 4 girls that were well known. They don't. It's not like that. So it is looked at differently. It is definitely the body count. Huh?
And Doug said, "My wife got me one." Oh, y'all styling on me, huh?
My man.
I had to buy my own PS5.
Tracy says that body count thing is pure pretense. a hollow attempt to make oneself feel pure, sure, or even maybe less the woman feel pure, but more the man feel secure and comfortable with the pureness of his woman. Oh damn, Trey, you got to get you a girlfriend, bro. Mike said his girl got him a PS5 too.
Yeah, everybody get
My man, Mike.
Girl. I had to buy my own, man. I got Call of Duty too. I just don't play it.
Oh man, me and Mike was on there. Was playing. I play DMZ. If anybody plays Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 2. I like to play me some DMZ. But anywho, yeah, we gonna wrap this thing on up. We've been just BSing for a minute, and hey, all I can promise everybody is we'll be back when we be back. And if I got something to say, I'm gonna say it. We're gonna go live and do this shit again. So I appreciate the conversation. I appreciate everybody in the comments. So shout out to Doug. Yeah, single life does have its difficult times, don't it?
Damn sure do.
Yeah, it ain't all sunshine and rainbows. I know that much. But yeah, appreciate everybody for coming out and listening to the show, supporting the show. If you're listening to us on podcast platforms, please give the podcast a 5-star review. We need all the support that we can get from our podcast listeners. If you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, if you're watching on Facebook, share this stream. Share it in groups that you're in. Share it with other people. If you're on YouTube, like this video. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. All this stuff helps. You're liking the channel and sharing it could be the difference between a man getting the help that they need and them never even knowing that this kind of stuff exists. You could be that difference maker. So please help out. And for the men that are listening to this and are interested in connecting with other men and having community that, the man I talked about earlier could have really used, by all means, join us on Facebook. It is a Facebook group. It's called the Men Like Us Tribe. Let's see if I got something like that on there. Yeah, the Men Like Us Tribe on Facebook. It's a Facebook group. Men Like Us Tribe. It's pretty easy to find. The conversation is dope as hell. We have a lot of fun in the group. We have a lot of vulnerable moments in the group. It is a great space to share and converse. It is a judgment-free zone. We don't judge men. As long as you're being honest and transparent, we will not judge you. Now, we may have some pointers or whatever else, but nobody's going to try to demonize you for the way that you live or what you've experienced or whatever. We're just there to support each other as men. So, by all means, join up. And, we'll see y'all when we see you. Trell, can they tell them where they can find you, man, before we close this thing on out?
Follow me at King Clee Trell on all platforms. Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, X, Threads, everything. You can find me at King Clee Trell on everything. And please, fellas, if y'all gonna hit me up, please come correct. Don't be on no weird shit. Be yourself. All right. I could talk to you and be with you for the most part. But all that other weird shit y'all be trying to do, man, I ain't with all that silly shit. Just stop doing it, man. But hit me up. I'm an open book. We could talk, chop it up about anything.
For sure. Well, yeah, that's it, y'all. We will see y'all on the next episode of the Men Like Us podcast.